Okay, maybe let's look at the chat first, because people have been posting. Muloko Malachlela says, thanks for these excellent resources, Dr. Fish. I will be in touch. A very interesting interview idea as well. Yes, Christine Steenkamp.
Hello, yeah, Christine here. Hi, Derick. Thank you very much. Hello. It was nice to again hear what you were doing and how this has progressed. I've been now recently at a meeting with teachers who say, you know, we need support. Is your material, can it also be used for teacher workshops? So I know it is meant for these pupils, but it might be, I think it might be useful to also use it as part of a workshop for teachers to, I don't know, upskill them or to just do review, you know, inspire them.
Right.
Have you
absolutely.
used it for that or not yet?
I've used it. I've done teacher training all over South Africa through the Institute of Physics. So a month ago, I was training teachers in Umtata and in Tofimvaba.
Okay.
I've been training teachers in the Northern Cape and the Northern Province and so on. So absolutely, maybe I can just share a screen quickly. Right, and Yancy, can you confirm, are you seeing a list of files?
Yes.
Okay, so what you're seeing here is what you get on the memory stick, okay? So the one called A1 main video is the 16 videos. You can see they're about an hour long. So that is the bulk of what is there, okay? But apart from that, we've got exam papers. So all the physics exam papers going back to 2014 when CAP starts. Now, of course, these are available online, but this way teachers don't have to get online at all. They're all available there. Extra programs. So GeoGebra is a fantastic maths program. There's the installer. Now, again, one can download any of these, but look at the data sizes. That's prohibitive for lots of teachers. PHET, the installer for that is there. You see it's a 0.5 gig download. Once you've installed that, you have full access to PHET on your computer without ever needing to go online or use the internet. Stellarium is a fantastic planetarium program. So the point I'm making, there's lots of resources for teachers here. All the interviews are here separately. There's a set of skills, essential skills for life science as well. All the PHET simulations are individually here. One can use them one by one. And then South African Institute of Physics has put a whole bundle of resources on here as well. So, you know, by getting this memory stick, you really get a whole lot of things together. And for teachers, you know, having access to these simulations, I think having them all on your laptop just really makes it so much easier than having to try to go on the internet. So absolutely. And particularly, you know, as I said, when I talk about Doppler effect, I play the piano and discuss, you know, those sort of things, because it's important to understand those different things. So yes, definitely for teacher workshops. And as I say, the Institute of Physics is using this with their teacher workshops right around the country. I'm running a teacher workshop this Thursday. We'll have 4 hours with the teachers, but what is great is when they leave, I hand them a memory stick and say, here's 16 more hours, you know, which you can use whenever you want. Thanks.
Thank you, Derick.
Thank you for that question. Tetson, Kwana.
Thank you. Dr. Fish, thanks for that wonderful presentation there.
Sure.
I'm from the University of Pretoria here at Future Africa campus, and we've recently started a youth STEM program for schools using existing resources. And the videos, the offline videos on flash disk have been something that we've been implementing using some of the material we have from Junior Techie. But something that I've been missing there is I've only just been dropping off the flash disk, but something that I saw today or that came to mind is the mode of delivery for this material. How are teachers supposed to deliver it, and how are learners supposed to utilize it in order to fully get the best out of them? So perhaps you can advise on that, so that I can also advise when I drop off the sticks. And also, although I did write to you, I did direct message you, but I will just say again, please share those that resource for the experiments, because that's something quite valuable that I can share with the schools that I interact with. So
the first thing, can I say thank you, Tedson, to everybody who's sending messages asking about resources. You realize when this talk finishes, that chat's going to disappear. So please send me an email. And I have to say, Tedson, I'm very old. Direct messages, WhatsApps, Twitters, whatever, I just lose them. Send me an email and I guarantee I will respond. Okay. And my email is very simple.
I'm going to send the email now.
Yeah. Send me an email and that will sit on my inbox until I act on it.
Okay. Just one last thing there, Dr. Fish. Is the material only for physical sciences, or is there for maths and other subjects that possible?
Okay, can I just check? I've changed my internet connection. Is that any better?
Yeah, you're much better now.
Okay, good. Sorry, the internet's... So that's exactly making my point, isn't it? Streaming is problematic. Okay, you know, I'm at a university and I can't rely on my internet. So you can see how frustrating it is trying to listen to someone. It's very frustrating, isn't it?
I do want to say that this is very inspiring, and the fact that people are clamoring for your materials is indicative of their value. I certainly wasn't aware of everything that you're doing. I knew that you were providing some resources during lockdown, but this is incredibly impressive.
Yankee, are you hearing me now?
Yes, that's better.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is, in March this year, our Science Centre reopened to visitors. And I thought, well, what am I going to do with all these lockdown materials? But what has been fantastic is the school will come to the Science Centre and we have 3 or 4 hours with them. It's really little and it's just not enough. But before the teacher leaves, I can say, here you are. Yancy, I wonder if I can just share just about 2 more slides in closing.
Yes, yes, please.
But just again to mention, on the Essential Skills Facebook page, there's quite a few videos I've made about how to use simulations, which one will find useful. Also, just to mention, PHET, which is based at the University of Colorado, is busy translating their simulations into African languages. And I'm very proud to say that the isiZulu translation is being done by Nsikelelo Malinga of the Unizulu Science Centre. Here he is meeting with the worldwide head of IUPAC. And I'm very proud of that contribution we're making. Also, just one other thing personally is I've been awarded a Fulbright scholarship to spend a year studying in America next year. I'm going to be with the Institute for Learning Innovation with a gentleman called John Falk, who's written all these books. He's the who's who of museum studies. Now I'm going to be spending the year with him and hopefully developing a cadre of researchers in what's called informal learning, free choice learning, which will kick off in South Africa from 2024. So that's also a very exciting opportunity for me to extend this and actually to do some academic research around it. So that's all I wanted to share. Thanks.
That is wonderful. I'm so glad that they have given you a scholarship and that you'll be taking this to the next level. Or backing it up with theory. And yeah, I wish you much luck, much success with your scholarship, with studying at Colorado. When are you leaving?
In January. So I'm basically spending next year at, sorry, not university, I'm going to be at Oregon State University in Oregon and working with Professor John Falk. He's really the world leader in museums research. The person in second place is someone called Lynn Deerking, who's his wife. So I'll be working with the 2 of them for the year, which is very exciting.
Oh, fantastic. Right. Questions? I'm so glad that there is translation of the materials as well.
Yeah, and I just want to say, you know, something that's worth a discussion. I know NSTF has published on this before, is the whole issue of language and science.
Right.
And we've done a lot of work on teaching chemistry, physics, maths, and isiZulu, and it's very complicated and there are no simple answers. particularly in Sigalelo Malinga, spoke at an international chemistry conference last month on that issue. And it's something we really need to talk about more. I know the government is making moves in that direction, which is admirable, but there needs to be a lot of input from professional scientists and academics on this as well.
Fantastic. Yes. Yes, it is indeed something that is another shortcoming, you know, in addition to connectivity and resources and all those things. The language issue is a big one as well. And it just seems like such an intractable problem. But if we can at least have translations to Zulu, that is a start.
Well, that's a quarter of South Africa have isiZulu as their home language.
Okay. The other 3/4 will complain, but
well, what I'm saying
point
is it's a
taken.
start. And the
Yes.
point is one has to start somewhere. And of course, you know, we would work hard on the isiZulu in the Western Cape, in the Northern Cape, in the Northern Province, work on other languages. And in fact, I want to tell you, PHET is looking for translators for the other languages. Please put your hand up. You know, we're doing it for isiZulu, but there's lots of opportunities there.
That is wonderful. We'll put that in our newsletter and ask for translators.
Yancy, if there isn't a question, let me maybe just make one point. Are you still hearing me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Just, you know, everybody assumes that doing things live with streaming is so much more valuable as it allows interaction. My experience is teachers and pupils in an online environment do not interact. And I would have expected that digital anonymity would allow them to interact freely, but they don't.
No.
And in a situation like that, I think there's very little difference between playing a pre-recorded video and being live online. With the pre-recorded video, it's so much more flexible.
No, indeed. Yes, with the stimulator, we've done something similar. We've made it in a format that is very light on memory, and so we've got them on USB sticks, which we also send to schools.
Now we just need to coordinate so that we put stimulator on all our sticks, you put our videos on all your sticks. Can be done for free and easily. Yeah.
Yes, brilliant. I'd love that. Now we have Gaugelu, who will be talking about the stimulator. Mr. Tlabani, as I said, is not available. There is Gaugelu. Gaugelu, are you ready to present immediately in 3 minutes' time?
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Fantastic. Yes, I can see you. So, yes.
I'll say goodbye. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Dr. Derick Fish, thank you very much indeed for your presentation.